Why, hello there. Have you ever wanted the taste of fried chicken, but you don't believe in the unethical killing of birds? Have I got a solution for you? Fried mushrooms. Let's get to it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Lisa the Nomad, my cooking slash travel slash whatever channel. I haven't decided yet. So today we're going to be making 2 recipes using mushrooms to veganize 2 dishes by Bosh, Bosh TV I believe. The first one is vegan fried chicken and the second one is vegan barbecue pulled pork sandwiches. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, I'd just like to mention that I do live in San Diego, where, as you probably know, a bunch of the fires are going on right now, so the lighting may be kind of off even though it's midday still. I'll show you guys if you want. Yeah, it looks very grim out here, so probably best to stay indoors and whip up some vegan dishes. Firstly, I'm going to start with the barbecue pulled pork sandwiches because those need to be put in the oven for a bit. So while that one is cooking, I am going to be working on the fried chicken. First recipe is really quite simple. It requires few ingredients, but some of them could be kind of hard to find. For instance, these king oyster mushrooms. I found these at my local Asian market. I'm sure that's where you could find yours as well. I haven't seen them at regular grocery stores. Then you just need vegetable oil, salt, and this is peri-peri seasoning, which I cannot find anywhere, and I just made my own. I'll be linking the link that I used in the description. Barbecue sauce of your choice, and of course buns, and if you want to make the sauce later, so vegan mayo. Alright, so we're starting off with the king oyster mushrooms, and the recipe calls for 8 of them, but these are all kind of like varied sizes, so I'm just gonna use all of them in the 2 packages. I've never seen them before, but they're so like huge.
Yeah.
Like with 2 C's.
Like Trump would say.
So we're just gonna shred the stems and keep the tops off. We're not gonna use them at all. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Are you skeptical about using mushrooms for...
Why do you say it's a straight fifth?
Baby! When I mentioned that we were using mushrooms to replace meat, you were a little skeptical, so I'm just curious how you feel about it now.
I'm still very skeptical.
So
100%.
See.
Do not trust this.
I don't know, it's actually looking kind of like weirdly similar. No. Actually, we also forgot. We have to turn on the oven. I think at 356 Fahrenheit, 180 Celsius. Also, this mushroom right here, stem, looks like a toe to me.
Definitely. 100% a toe.
It actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's not the right color, obviously, but it's quite clever because it's the same texture that I remember it being. Alright, so the next thing is we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and we're also adding 1 tablespoon of the peri-peri seasoning.
Fried mushrooms. Let's get to it.
But on a real note, yeah, the next one we're gonna make is the fried chicken, obviously. This one's a bit more complicated than the first one that we started. So yeah, start with the ingredients.
Let's get to it.
Start off with, we're gonna use oyster mushrooms this time. Some plant-based yogurt, plant-based milk, salt, flour, cayenne pepper, black pepper, garlic powder, some vegetable oil to deep fry, and a lemon. So I'm actually going to be using the zest from this lemon for another recipe later, so I'm going to be saving it. And then I'm just going to be using the juice for this recipe. So for the amount of mushrooms that we're using, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of the plant-based yogurt.
I like getting the Healing Q in the background.
I like it too. We're going to use a 1/2 cup of plant-based milk. 2 1/4 teaspoons of lemon juice. Can you tell we don't really cook? At least I don't.
We're terrible cooks. You're better than I am. I can cook.
You could cook like meat and stuff, but
yeah.
we don't really eat meat in this house.
Exactly. Like all my skills wasted.
KFC though, I do want to try their new vegan chicken burger. I don't know if you heard about that one. It's in all locations, so not just California this time. So we're not quite sure how to go about cooking this whole oyster mushroom. So we're just gonna break them apart into each individual, I don't know what to call them, floret almost, and cook them individually that way. We're gonna leave those in there for a little bit while we work on the flour mix. Pretty sure it's been over half hour. It's still tender. So it just crisped up. We are using Stubbs Smoky Mesquite barbecue sauce. So now we're just stirring the mushrooms into the flour and we're gonna deep fry them. But like, on a real note, this looks kind of convincing. So overall, the look is there, so that's good. So we're just finishing up the batch of, I guess chicken nuggets more than anything. I think they look like little baby stingrays.
Do they look like baby stingrays, or is she on drugs? Comments in the comments down below. I'm so hungry. Bam! Is that a good looking guy?
Hello.
Howdy.
These are our creations. I Which honestly, I don't think they turned out that bad.
I think they look really good. As far as like aesthetics go, I mean, it definitely doesn't look like chicken, but
the burger definitely could look like pork.
yeah, it does have the pulled pork look to it.
It does. This one, yeah, obviously they have the mushroom shape. I'm sure if you use bigger pieces, you won't have this issue. Maybe. Alright, which one do you want to try first?
I want to try this damn burger. It looks good.
Okay, I'll try this one. Doing a taste test. Some ketchup.
It is the same texture. Obviously the same barbecue flavor. It was like pulled pork, so that's good. It is a little chewier than pork is.
Let me see.
For sure. But the taste is there. It is pretty good. I would definitely.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I would definitely say if you're vegan and you're trying to, or like trying to go vegan or trying to go vegetarian, and you still want the feel of doing pulled pork. Yeah, that's choice. That's good.
That's really good. It's a little chewy. I think that's the only thing that would give it away. That it's not pork.
Yeah. And if I wasn't there when you cooked this, and I bought into it, I'd be like, something might be wrong with your pork, babe. It's a little chewy.
Raw. As far as this one goes, I like it. I think the yogurt that I used, you could taste the almond a little too much. Had a little bit more seasoning too.
Yeah, there's just not much flavor.
You need a sauce. Have you thought about adding seasoning, like different stuff, into the flour mix? But we didn't. We wanted to stick to the recipe.
I would just kick it up a notch. I'm from Kentucky, so yeah, definitely throw some more herbs and spices in that. Other than that, yeah, I mean, anything fried tastes good. Come on.
Yeah. So what would you rate it? Scale of 1 to 10, 5 being like where you expected the recipes to be at.
As far as just on taste,
Overall experience.
I'm gonna say because it's definitely cheaper.
It is cheaper and it's healthier too.
And healthier. Yeah.
I mean, the deep fried one we could, but definitely this one way healthier.
I'm gonna give them a 6 the way we cooked them as far as the recipe goes. And I would say you easily bump that up with adding more spices. Just
Yeah.
they're not very flavorful.
I agree with the 6 for these.
Yep. As far as the pulled pork, I honestly was very skeptical going in, looking at those mushrooms, thinking they were gonna turn out like pulled pork, and I am really surprised. As a guy that eats meat on a regular, I'm impressed.
Oh,
so
good.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
An 8.5.
8.5.
Whoa! I think that's your new highest record.
That's high praise.
I was gonna give it an 8. Just the chewiness was like. Alright, so we're going to be making 2 recipes today using mushrooms to veganize. Firstly, I'm going to kill you. Go outside.
I wasn't even looking at you. I was looking out in space, not even paying attention to you.